Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I was just saying that there's some things I want to talk about, but I also want to open it up to you guys if you have any questions or things that have been on your mind so that I know how to support you. I know I shared in our team page that we're going to be doing like a team event, and initially we had talked about doing like hiking. I think it'd be really awesome if we like did a workout together, kind of like a mini Super Saturday, and then followed that with brunch. And I really like, okay, so I'm in this mentorship group with Lisa Mohajay. She's like a millionaire within this business. Christina Sullins and her built their business together. And one of the things that she wants us to do is to like host live events. And so it was so funny because I had seen that Ashley had put on her status that she wanted to do like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, Nicole, like you need to step outside your comfort zone. You already have this task to do. So when I seen Ashley's, I was like, okay, that's obviously a sign that I need to do the thing that I don't want to do. So I figured we could kind of test it out and feel the waters by doing that. I don't really know like where it's going to be. Danielle and I are going to try and figure out some kind of location, like bring your kids, pets, like whoever. I think Jenny might come with me. And we're just going to open it up to anyone. So I'm just going to put it on my Facebook page, make an event page, and they don't have to be current coaches or current customers, really anyone. They just have to want to like obviously be there and commit to that. And I'm thinking of getting some like samples of the Energize sticks and just bringing them along and like giving them out to whoever comes. But that's going to be on the 30th, and I really want it to be like, I just really was trying to rack my brain in how we can dive deeper together as a team and feel more a part of that community, because not everyone is coming to Summit, obviously. And that's one of the things that I feel like I need to improve upon, because I preach about, you know, like the deep relationships and stuff, but like actually doing the things and putting myself outside that comfort zone to like meet up in person where you build those deep relationships is something that I struggle with. So I think this would be really awesome for our team and just to build those deeper connections, because when we're deeply connected, then we start working towards our goals together. So I don't know, again, all the details, but stay tuned for that. That's what we're thinking, June 30th. So already next Saturday. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. And then I'm planning to do like monthly events in the Mankato area. I would encourage you guys, if you're in the area, to come to those, invite your people. If you're not, like maybe start your own live event if that's something that you are interested in doing. We can chat more about that. Definitely wanted to talk more about organization, because I know that's something that we all kind of struggle with. We kind of have this like squirrel mentality, especially as newer coaches. There's so many things going on. Like you have the training, you have all these steps, like you want to get your business off of the ground. And that's an area that I've been noticing in newer coaches and even coaches who have been in this business for a while, like they really struggle with. So if you guys have something that you feel like has really been working well for you, write it down and like, let's talk about it. But I had just, you know, been thinking about this, like, there's so many different bright, shiny things. There's so many things in our vital behaviors that we have to do each and every single day. And I see so many coaches struggling to like do those things. Like they are super busy, right? Like busy, but not productive. And so their business isn't seeing the results because they're so busy scrolling social media or trying to hop back and forth between things. You know what I mean? So I think we really need to dial it back. And legit, if you don't print off your business activity tracker, or if I think they call it like a Success Club tracker now, I want you to do that. I want you to keep like a 3-ring binder, which is what I've been doing, and keep it in there. Get like loose leaflets of paper. And obviously, like you need to figure out what works for you. I'm just sharing what works for me. Get like the loose leaflets of paper, put that in there, just put like a whole stack. And then when I invite someone, I'll put their name on that piece of paper. And so that way I have that. And I don't add them into Streak. And if you're a neuro coach, you're probably like, what the heck is Streak? But I don't add them into Streak unless they say that they are interested in it. So I just literally write their name down. And if they don't respond to my second follow-up, their name's just going to be on that piece of paper and I'm going to do nothing with it. Because I think there's so much time spent on trying to convince people who aren't even like responding. Like I can go back to old messages, like when I first started as a coach, like this person didn't respond after 3 messages. Like why am I still trying to get them to respond? it's like on to the next. I always think like Melanie Mitchell said this in one of her podcasts a long time ago. Some will, some won't, like, so what? So always focusing on like, who can you present the business opportunity, especially to, if you're wanting to make an income with this, who can you put this in front of, and how can you plant that seed? So that's what I've been finding really works well for me. So printing out that business activity tracker, and then having extra pieces of that notebook paper to write down people that I invite. And then every 2 days, I'll go back and I'll look at, like, so today when I did my follow-ups, I looked at who I invited on the 18th and literally had all of their names right in front of me. I didn't have to scroll down on my streak or like open and close windows to find the people that I needed to look at. I just looked at that list. It was right in front of me, and I copy and pasted the same follow-up message to those same ladies. And if they respond, they go on my follow-up for the next 2 days. If they don't respond to that follow-up, then they're like, their name's just on that piece of paper and I don't worry about them. Another thing that's been working really, really well for me, like just being really diligent about setting like time for my business. Most of you work full time, so I work my business in pockets, right? And that's why I like find the tracker super helpful, because I keep that folder with me, and it comes with my bag with me to work. So when I have downtime at work, I'll, maybe craft a post or send out some invites, or I'll do something, send some birthday messages, connections, liking on people's stuff. And that way it's always with me, because if we don't have it, like I'm totally the kind of person that if I don't have it in front of me, I'm not going to do it. But knowing and making the vitals like a non-negotiable, like going on autopilot almost. And if you listen to that video that I posted, if you haven't, you need to listen to that, take the time. But Keith Callahan talks about going on autopilot with your vital behaviors. And that's literally how I am. I'm like, okay, I have 15 minutes to send out some invites. I'm going to mass invite, go through my friends list, left off like on the letter N yesterday. Okay, so today I invite everyone that their first or last name begins with the letter N. And I just send them an invite. And they've more than likely been on my friends list for a while. So I just send them like a warm invite that I typed up. And I change up my invite every so often when I'm not feeling it anymore, or if I feel like it's maybe not working, I change it up. But really relying and keeping it simple. Like I said, we overcomplicate things so much, and I feel like it's paralyzing a lot of us in our business, because we see all these bright, shiny objects, these people rank advancing, these people, just different things. And I really want you to bring it back to like your journey and sharing your journey and inviting others along the way to join you. Like it's like that simple. Another thing that really spoke to me was the energy that we bring. So if you're at like an energy level of a 10, right? And you have someone, or if someone else is at an energy level of a 10 and you're at like a 2, do you think that that person is going to want to join you? No, right? Because you're at a 2 and they're like way above here, and they're like, girlfriend, like I've already surpassed you. And so really think back to yourself and look back on your post if you need to, and just really have that deep reflection in yourself. Like, where is your energy level currently at when you are talking about the business opportunity, when you're sharing about your health and fitness journey? Like, where truly is your energy level at? If we need to talk amongst ourselves, like, hey, can you come do another social media audit? Like, let's just be really real with one another. Be like, girlfriend, this is how I see your energy. Like, I just don't feel it. I don't feel your passion. I don't see your passion in your eyes when you're taking that picture. That's another thing that spoke to me too, just our energy, because we can be doing all of the vital behaviors, right? But if our energy is just really shit and we're really struggling and it's been like a consistent thing over time, that's not to say there's not going to be days in there that you're like, man, this really sucks. Like, I'm really struggling. But if your whole page is like that, and even that vibe comes across in your private messages, like, you can do those vital behaviors and keep it super simple, but like, someone's not going to join you. People are going to join you because of your energy, right? They're not going to join you because you're an expert in Shakeology and you know all of the things. Like, they want to join someone who is high energy and who is going to be like, I'm taking this ride with or without you. Like, come on board. What was another thing that spoke to me? Like I had mentioned, something that's kept me really organized as far as invites is pulling people from my stories. That's been really awesome lately. But also going back and going down my friends list. So if you're not doing this, I suggest you start with just the letter A. Type A into Facebook or Instagram and just send that message invite to any of your friends for that day that start with the letter A. I have like a lot of people that like Ashley's, obviously. There's Angela, like all the letter A's. So if you like maybe just set a number like 30 invites so for that day, and then you just go back to where you left off, that's been working really, really well. Looking at your invite to see what kind of energy you have when your invite comes across. Let's see. What have you guys been noticing that's been working well for you as far as organization? I feel like the activity tracker has been key for me. And like just literally doing those things and nothing more. Does anyone want to share what's been working for them?
I can go. I kind of do the same thing that Nicole does. I just have like my little like floral notebook here, and I just take 1 page per day and write out numbers 1 through 25. And then the back of that page is where I put all my personal development like notes from that day. And so I will write personal development, and then like today I listened to Empower Her, how to feel the fear. And so then I just wrote down, excuse me, all the notes that I kind of took during that so that I have it in the same spot, because I always bring this notebook with me wherever I am. Like tonight, I highlight by color based on like if they responded, or if I've had to give like 2 follow-ups, then they're done.
So in this mentorship group, I really like that, Stephanie, too, because that, like you said, you bring that notebook with you everywhere. Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing that. In this mentorship group that I am in, every week we track our numbers. And so this might be something helpful for you to look at, just kind of as like a reflection. And so we have to report our numbers every week. And so we report the number of invites. So I just make like a list, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then like today, I put down how many invites I sent for Thursday. And this is just to help us like reflect back and kind of see too. And I know the activity tracker has the boxes and stuff, but I like to have like a tally. So at the end of the week, I can be like, I sent 207 invites or whatever it was. So there's a column for invites, a column for personal development pages or minutes listened, a number for reach outs and connections. And so that could be like sending a birthday message or loving up on someone's post. And then what else was on there? Oh my gosh, mind blank. Invites, connections, personal development, and follow-ups. And so at the end of each week, we're adding up our numbers and reflecting back on maybe areas that we struggled in and how we can improve them and like what the overall end results are. So that you could look at too, like if you don't like the activity tracker, you could even be like, just focus on those things. And because those are the things that are going to get your business moving forward, are like the invite, connections and reach outs. New ads was another one. Obviously we need to be adding to our network, personal development and follow-ups. And so I really noticed that those are like literally the key things that get your business moving. And then obviously sharing your journey on social media. What else have you guys noticed as far as like organization and what's kept you organized and like motivated to work your business?
So I've been kind of doing the same thing. I've been like,
Stephanie, I think it froze.
Oh no. Did it?
Yeah, it did freeze it. I can hear you now. Just can you repeat what you were saying?
I think I was just saying that I was doing the same thing. I would write down on the like 7 pages later, I would write down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I would make little columns for that too, like the number of invites that I sent, relationships that I built. And then I also have been keeping track of like carts that I've sent. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm sending a ton, but like just to know like, okay, today I sent out 2, one for Energize and one for the Beachbody On Demand. Okay, great. Just so I know like, what is that looking like too? And that's been a little more helpful as well for me, just to see what those numbers look like.
Yeah. Yeah, always like analyzing your business so you can see which areas you need to like up your numbers in. I noticed I wasn't sending out a lot of invites previous to starting this, and so this has been really helpful because what we put out like is what we're going to get. So if you're only sending 10 invites, like you'll probably get one person to respond, two people to respond, and then maybe one person to sign up. So again, using that alphabet system to invite people has been super helpful, and it really takes out the guesswork and just like the emotions behind it, because you're just like going down that list. So I would definitely suggest doing like some kind of checklist or like number tally so you really get real with yourself on how many invites you're sending out, especially because it might seem like you're being super busy within your business, but like that doesn't always equal productivity, right? Because like I think it's super easy for us to spend like 2 to 3 hours on our business and we're like, shit, I'm not even like getting anything, like no one's signing up. It's because you're putting your time in areas that are not income producing activities. You're maybe spending time scrolling through the challenge group or making different stuff on Canva or WordSwag or whatever. Those should be like legit the last things that you do, in addition to other trainings too. That's like last on your bucket. Always, always put your journey first and your business first. Let's see what else. Has anything else been working for you guys? What are some areas that you're winning in or feeling like you are loving? Are you loving the shift to like focusing on team volume versus like Success Club?
Yes, I'm loving it. I feel like I don't feel as pressured to like hit, you know, Success Club or whatever. And like, okay, if I don't hit it, I don't hit it. But hey, I've got 4 or 5 carts out there for someone who wants just on demand or, you know, those different things. So that's kind of nice, I think.
Yeah. And you had a big win today or this week, Ashley, with Barb.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you've been talking to for a really long time. So that's huge. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks. I know she did say, I know you were talking about how like there's so much when we first start, how she said, because I tagged her in the gym and then in like the Rock the Basics training. And she said, this is so much to do at once. And so I told her, I said, focus on like getting yourself started on your own journey first, get through the virtual gym stuff, and then move over to the coaching part, because she was just like, hey, it's just a lot. I'm like, I know it can be. So start here, then move.
Yeah, I love that you said that too. And if she just starts there and starts sharing her journey, just like little pieces by pieces on social media, like that's going to spark that. And then you said that you messaged her, because I'm going to talk about this too, what I had shared with you actually. Okay. So I'll just kind of dive into it. Danielle, I was hoping would hop on for this, but okay, so we're going to do something different. I want to try it. Haven't tried it. Danielle tried it with one of her newer coaches and she said it worked really well. So if you have a new coach that jumps on board from like here on out, let me know. Obviously I'll know, but I want to get them, like I want you guys to, each month you should all be creating an event page to invite to our virtual gym, right? Like that should be on your to-do list every single month, and you should be inviting 500 people. So you need to be making, I want you to be making like your new coaches co-host for that event so they can invite people as well. And then so what's going to happen is like I'm going to be working with Ashley on this and her new coach, Barb. Barb is going to be inviting all of her friends to this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands in Barb's business. And so Ashley is going to show Barb how to reach out to these people who on her friends list said like, yes, I want to join, or I want more information, I'm interested. So Ashley is going to 3-way message. So it'll be Ashley, Barb, and whoever Barb's friend is that she invited that expressed interest. Ashley is going to start that conversation and be like, hey girl, I seen that you were interested in our virtual gym. I would love to get you some more information, like what motivates you, or here's this application, fill it out like da da da, like that whole script thing that we said, like this all depends upon you, take time to fill this out so I can get more information from you. And so you as their coach are going to help lead that conversation, and then your coach is just kind of going to be a fly on the wall for that combo. 1 second, okay? And then so what Ashley is going to do is she's going to, I need to ask Danielle about this, but like we'll have an application. I think that we can make a copy of like our own application and make that person so that they get like a notification on that. But we'll help them review that, and we'll say, like, this is what I recommend, X, Y, and Z, this is why. And so we're going to lead that conversation and have our new coach be a fly on the wall. So we're going to do a lot of that legwork for them so that we can help them get their wins. Does that make sense? I know that might sound kind of scary, but I think that that's really going to help get successes like right away, and then help us dig deeper. And then eventually, like, they're going to do it by themselves. Like, we're not going to probably have to, depending upon how many people like we like get RSVP'd from their friends list, probably not going to have to do all of them right with them, because they're going to learn, and they're going to grow from that. So that's kind of where we want to take this. And when we have new coaches, so like if you have new coaches sign up from here on out, which you all should be, because you should all be inviting to coaching, and especially with this new shift, it's easier to get people to, you know, commit financially, especially. And we'll just kind of walk through it. So Ashley and Barb are going to kind of be guinea pigs for this. And then we'll just kind of play it by ear and see how it goes, and just see how we feel about it, and we can change it, stop doing it, modify it, like whatever. I just think it'd be a really awesome way for us to get people on board and have them get their wins as well. Does that make sense for everyone? What are your thoughts on that?
I have a question.
Mama.
Oh, Summer, you're cutting out. We'll wait for her to hop back on. What do the rest of you guys think?
I think that sounds great. I like that idea. One question I have is for like the event that we're each creating, that's to invite people to like the virtual gym, correct?
Yep. So every month I create an event page for our virtual gym, and that's how I invite to like the challenge groups. And then obviously we have like the coach sneak peek, which is a separate event for that. And then I add whoever's interested to that like event for the coach sneak peek. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. For the event for like the challenge group part, are we all going to be inviting to the same start date with like that same like name for the challenge? Kind of like, I know you had posted the one starting on Monday.
Yeah, so I would just go to my event page and just copy that. I think I've made most of you like an administrator or co-host on it, and you can just use that one right then and there. It's okay, honey. Or you can just copy the information and make your own too. But I don't like usually ever put like a start date. Like there's a start date on there, yeah, but I'm just like, whenever we can get that person signed up, I get them plugged into the group because it's kind of ongoing. You know what I mean? So like, yep. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, like this month, I think I just went in and shared it. Is that how it works?
Yeah, you can do that, but you'll want to invite your own people, right? Like you'll want to go in and actually manually invite all of your friends.
Oh, okay. So you actually want us to invite people even if they haven't said that they're interested yet, or wait till they say that they're interested and then invite them?
Well, have you went to the actual event page and then select invite and then selected all of your friends that you can invite?
No.
Okay, so you need to do that, because if you just do like share it, it's just gonna like share to your page. You know what I mean? It's not gonna go specifically, and those people aren't gonna get an alert. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yep. So you guys just are inviting people that like are liking your posts and following your stories and those types of things, or just anybody?
I literally go down my friends list until I can't invite anymore. I think it maxes out at like 500. For my event pages, I just go right down my friends list. It doesn't matter if I've ever talked to them, if they just expressed interest, if they looked at anything, it's anyone.
That's kind of what I told Barb to do, because I was just texting her earlier today and I said, I'm going to create this event page and I want you to invite all the women on your list. Just go for it, because it might be someone that you're not expecting and they want to do something. So all the women, unless they've like very clearly said, like if I know for a fact that they're a big old no, then I won't. But anybody else, I just do it.
Okay, thank you for the clarification. That was my bad. I wasn't understanding that.
No, and if you don't know, you don't know. So that's why I'm glad that you asked that and clarified that. Yeah, so I do that every month, and honestly, you guys, like, that's a really awesome way to create success within the beginning part of your business. That's honestly how I created that success within the first 6 months, was those event pages. So every month, just keep doing them, and just, it doesn't matter if there's a start date or not. Just create something and invite it, and just invite your entire friends list. What other questions or feedbacks about like organization or about the thing that we had just talked about, you know, like really helping our coaches get started? And doing that as one of the first things, like even before they really like go through the training, like helping them get that win and get that excitement, because that's so huge. If they're nervous and scared because they're fearful of like failing or rejection, like this is going to help them like get that momentum and help them feel confident.
I would agree on that too, Nicole, because I have someone that I've just, so she's a customer right now, but I'm, slowly urging her to join as a coach. And I just know today I was talking to her and she even just said just the excitement that I give her, or just like the check-ins and stuff, like is getting her more and more excited. So I think just being excited, people can read off of that, which I think is awesome. So.
Ashley, is she in her virtual gym?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So what I would do too is you can even be like, one, get her plugged into our coach sneak peek that starts next Friday. If you're not inviting to that, do that. We always should be having something to invite to. And to Ashley, I would just say like, let's get you signed up. Let's do this. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Like I'm going to do the legwork for you at first and show you like each step. And we're going to, like even like just get her signed up for the discount even. I'm not sure if she is or not. And then just tell her, I'm going to send you this event page, make you a co-host, and I want you to just invite all of your friends, and I'm going to walk you step by step through it. So just like kind of taking that pressure off of her, like, look, I'm going to do this with you, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it in like a 3-way message thread.
Okay, sounds good.
Summer, I think you're good now. I think you have service.
I think you guys answered my question. It was really choppy, but I was just going to ask if I invite any like people that seem hesitant about coaching. They're totally not knocking it, but I have a few women that are like, well, I really just want to work on me, but listening to you guys, I'm going to still add them.
Yeah, what I do is I just send voice messages. I'm like, girl, you need to just be a part of this. You just be a fly on the wall. You can be engaged as much as you want. Like, I'm going to get you added to this coach sneak peek. And then they actually, I think Facebook must have changed the settings where they actually have to go in and like accept the invite to be a part of the group. So then the ball would be in their court. But just tell them you're going to get them added. And if they are super interested about it, they'll accept that invite.
Okay.
I think the more that we lead with the business opportunity, and I know we talk a lot about this, guys, but the more spark and excitement we get, because we're around people who are like us and who like want to take their lives to the next level. So don't be afraid to put it out there and to like share about the business opportunity. It's something that I wish I would have done. And you guys know this, many of you know this, like I didn't really share about it or invite about it for like the first 2 years of my business. And so that's like 2 years that I lost that I need to like regain that momentum. But like, think about it. We're all like-minded. We want to be around people like us, right? Who see this opportunity and see it as a gift. And so the more we put it out and we talk about coaching, how it's changed our lives in so many ways, like people are going to want to be a part of that energy. So I know it's scary to do it. I know it's scary to like up level and to talk about coaching because of all the fears that we have, but like that's really where like obviously income is at, but it's honestly where like the best people that you can surround yourselves with are at as well. What other things have come up this week? Like wins that you're celebrating, things that you want to share, like thoughts on your mind, anything, like go for it. We have 6 minutes left, so.
Okay, before I have to run to change a poopy diaper, I just want to say that for me this week, I randomly started 80-Day Obsession on Sunday. I've been totally putting off starting it. I was like, yeah, I'll start after school gets out. And then I was in Lift 4 and I was like, no, I can't like end a program when it's not done. Like, that's just something that I would struggle with deeply. But I was like, okay, Steph, if you don't start now, you're going to like be doing it like the month into the school year. And I was like, nope, I'm not going to try that. So I just said, okay, Sunday, I'm going to start. And I'm loving it. I am so sore. I am sweating during the entire workout, but I'm loving it. So that's my win this week. And I said no to Godfather's Pizza while I'm babysitting. So that was a win as well.
Yay!
Woohoo! Get it, girl.
My win was that I meal prepped, but then my aunt came for a couple days and then we went out to eat 100 times. And then my microwave broke, so I can't heat anything up. So I am eating Domino's right now. I tried. I really tried.
Real life.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I am doing Transform 20, and my schedule's been kind of off with like being on summer vacation. It sounds really weird, but it's kind of hard for me to transition into like having more time, and like the more time I have, I feel busier, if that makes any sense at all. But the other night, like I got home late. I did not want to work out. Like my body is tired. I walk a lot with my clients. Like today, I don't know if you guys saw my post in the virtual gym, but it was like over 11,000 steps, and I just don't want to work out, you guys. But I did it at like 11 o'clock the other night, and I felt so good. I'm glad I did it. But yeah, it's been a rough transition, but I'm glad I did it. That little thing was a win for me. So
It's the little things that add up, girl.
it's the consistency. It's so true.
Yeah.
I didn't want to preach about it, but it's so true. Like I felt so guilty. Like I felt I was like cheating on myself. Like if you do not do this, if you don't get your ass up, Sarah, and work out. So I did.
It's so true. In the video that I posted, and Sarah, it's in our Level Up Leadership group too with Keith, but I posted it to our Active Coach thread. It's part of our homework. He talks about the things that we do every day. Like every day we do the things like Vital Behaviors, workout, whatever, the more we build our confidence, right? And I thought that was pretty impactful. And number two, I want you to go back and listen to the beginning of this call. I'm going to post it obviously in our team thread, but I talked about how to be productive and how that looks with a crazy schedule, and how we as coaches like glorify busy when it doesn't equal production, if that makes sense. So I want you to go back and listen to the start of it and how we're implementing that. How about other wins for you guys, or things that you have on your mind?
Nicole, I didn't hear any of that, so I'm sorry if I didn't respond. My service sucks, you guys. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. I just said I want you, Summer, to go back and listen to the first part of the call, because I talked about as coaches, we're constantly like pulled in a million different directions with our schedules, and just how busy doesn't equal productive in this business. So I want you to go back, because I think some of those organizational tips that we shared are going to help you like stay on track. So make sure you do that.
I started using my activity tracker today, and I'm going to go home. I have my son at the park, but I'm going to go set like timers, and
Yep.
I'm excited.
Good. Yeah, absolutely. And I just started reading the 5 a.m. Club. It's kind of a weird book. Like just the setup is just kind of weird. You'll have to listen to it, read it to understand, but that book has been amazing. And so it's like the Miracle Morning, but like on steroids. It's amazing.
Is that what you sent me?
The screenshot of this morning? Yeah.
Okay, I need to go back and look at it once I get home
Yep.
today, but
Yep, I would suggest it to anyone. It's really, really awesome.
I have a quick question for the whole group, you guys. Anybody chime in? But I have hit a plateau and it's pissing me off. I know it's my nutrition, but what do you guys do to kind of like, is there anything, anybody, I feel like I've shifted a few things. I don't know if maybe I should try drinking my shake at night or just anything you guys have done to break it. Cause I've done the few things that have broken mine in the past, but it seems like the closer I'm getting to my goal weight, it's so hard to
throw the scale away.
Get past this. Huh?
Throw the scale away.
Yeah. Oh my
Just
God.
focus,
We're not friends on
honestly,
Instagram,
just
but
focus on your measurements.
okay. I feel like I'm seeing change in my body. I'm definitely noticing muscle, but that scale, that number is not changing. And
I'm at the highest weight I've ever been in my entire life. And I'm at the healthiest weight I've ever been in my